Welcome to this deep dive. Today, we're tackling, well, really a fascinating case study. It's all about celebrity strategy, high fashion, PR.
And how it all comes together on social media. We're looking at a really specific, uh, high-impact 48 hours.
Yeah, early November. All distilled from this stack of sources we've got.
Right. Our mission today is really to unpack this very tight window of content from Kim Kardashian. We're not just looking at the posts themselves, but, how she used fashion, the setting, even a bit of self-aware humor
Hmm.
as part of a cohesive strategy.
Exactly. The sources really let us see behind the curtain, so to speak. We've got these detailed breakdowns of that completely sheer lace look she wore.
Which was definitely a statement piece.
And we see how that visual spectacle landed right after she was engaging with critics about her acting debut.
Yeah, the Hulu show All's Fair. It's a fascinating sequence.
So if you're looking for those aha moments on how these things that seem separate, island fashion and dealing with reviews actually work together.
You're in the right place. We'll show you how it connects. Okay, let's unpack this.
Right. Let's start with the big one, the visual bomb drop from Friday, November 7th. We're talking about what people are calling naked dressing, but she really took it somewhere else.
Oh, absolutely. That completely sheer lace dress.
Yeah.
It wasn't just about being revealing.
No, the styling, the context,
Yeah.
it felt much more intentional than just, shock value.
And what's really fascinating, I think, is the fashion history involved.
Yeah.
This wasn't just any sheer dress. The analysis points to it being a strong reference.
A reference to what?
To a specific high fashion piece. A black lace look from Dolce & Gabbana. Spring, summer 99, ready to wear.
Wait, D&G in 99? Wow, that's like 25 years ago. That's a real dup cut for an Instagram post, isn't it?
It absolutely is.
So who is that reference even for? Is it for her massive audience or is it aimed somewhere else?
Well, I think it's definitely aimed at the fashion insiders, the critics, the historians, people who follow the runways closely. By pulling out an archival reference like that, it kind of elevates the whole thing. It's not just a celebrity photo. It's framed as, like, a high art homage.
Ah, okay. So it's a signal, like, I understand fashion history.
Exactly. This is curated. This is intentional. It gives it a different kind of weight, justifies the extravagance, maybe.
Gotcha. And the setting played into that high art feel, too, didn't it? The sources called the photos ethereal, taken outside, dimly lit day.
Yeah, in what looked like a very secluded island paradise. It's all about projecting this image of untouchable serenity, kind of removed from all the everyday noise.
Totally. And the specifics mentioned really back that up. Like, there was water, a coastline. But she wasn't just, like, posing on a sandy beach.
No, she was near these stairs. They're actually molded into dark rocks. It adds drama, texture.
Yeah. Right, and even her hairstyling was noted as very precise.
Her signature look, right. Jet black, sleek,
Yeah.
but it was blowing gently.
So you get that contrast. The wild, natural setting and this very sleek, controlled human element.
Precisely. It's all very deliberate staging.
And the way she posted it. The carousel structure itself showed the strategy, I think. It wasn't just one photo, it was a series. Some just focused on the scenery.
Yeah, like establishing shots in a film, setting the scene.
And there's that one shot from the back, looking out at the coast. You just saw a glimpse of the sheer garment.
It moves beyond just showing off an outfit. It's about creating a whole world, a mood.
World building, yeah. That's a good way to put it.
And the caption tying this whole, high production visual together.
Just one emoji, right?
Yep. A simple gray heart emoji. That's it.
Minimalist.
Yeah.
Ambiguous. Makes the images do all the talking.
Exactly. And the gray heart, that turns out to be important too.
Okay, I was going to ask, why gray? The dress was black lace. Why not a black heart?
Ah, well, that's where you start seeing the coordination across the whole day. That gray heart with the sheer black lace look. It's kind of the key to unlocking the full visual strategy for November 7th.
So this wasn't a one-off post?
Not at all. It was part of a larger, carefully put together aesthetic for that day.
Okay, now it gets really interesting. So this visual story had, like, multiple parts released close together.
That's right. Not just random vacation snaps. This was planned.
So what else was there?
Well, we know from the sources there were 2 more carousels that day. Very similar vibe, linked by the location, the mood, and crucially, the captions followed a pattern.
A pattern with the emojis. Okay, walk us through the whole set then. The triptych, as you might say.
Okay, so the one we've been discussing, the sheer lace, the D&G reference.
Yeah.
That had the gray heart emoji.
Gray heart, check.
Earlier that same day, she posted another carousel. She was wearing a sheer black maxi dress with a matching headpiece. Again, standing alone, different spot on the island. That one was captioned with a black heart emoji.
Okay, black heart. Got it. And the third one?
The third carousel showed her in a white set. Same solitary vibe, same island location. And the caption.
Let me guess. White heart emoji.
You got it. White heart emoji. So
Yeah.
when you see gray, black, white hearts, one after the other like that.
It immediately clicks. It feels like a curated set, like a mood board or something.
Exactly. It signals something deliberate, an editorial eye.
So it takes these 3 separate fashion posts.
And turns them into this single, cohesive statement about maybe simplicity, solitude, thematic control.
Yeah, and it contextualizes the most provocative look, the sheer lace one. It frames it within this high art minimalist story instead of just letting it sit there as a potential shock photo.
Precisely. That level of visual coordination, using the color symmetry, the emoji sequence across multiple posts in one day, that's the hallmark of a planned media moment. It screams control.
Total control over the aesthetic, the message.
Well, that's the message for Friday.
Yeah.
Untouchable visual perfection.
But, right, to get the full picture, the full 48-hour strategy, we need to rewind just 24 hours to Thursday, November 6th.
Yeah.
Because just before all this paradise imagery.
Dude, dealing with something very different, much more real world, Messier even.
Yeah. She was actively engaging with the public reaction to her acting debut.
Right. Her role as the lawyer, Alora Grant, in that Hulu drama, All's Fair.
And this wasn't just a small side project, right? This acting pivot is a big deal for her. The analysis notes she's 45, mother of 4.
Yeah.
There's a lot of scrutiny on this career move.
Huge scrutiny. And the reviews, well, they were mixed. You had professional critics weighing in, fans who maybe weren't sure, and inevitably what the sources call trolls.
So how does she handle that? Because that's tricky territory.
Well, this is where the strategy gets really clever, I think. Instead of just ignoring it or getting defensive, she tackled the criticism head on, but with humor.
She poked fun at the critics.
Yeah. She sort of disarmed the negativity by acknowledging it, but lightly, with self-awareness.
That's interesting. Why not just ignore the haters, you know? Just post the amazing island photos and let them speak for themselves.
Well, ignoring it lets other people control the narrative, doesn't it? By engaging even with humor, she sets the tone, she controls the volume.
Okay, so how did she actually do it? What was the post on the 6th?
It was a photo roundup. It mixed really flattering pictures of her with her castmates from an event back in October. But she mixed those with screenshots of what people were actually saying.
Huh.
The negative headlines, the critical tweets.
Wow, so she literally put the bad reviews right there in her own feed.
She did, side by side with the glamour shots.
And the caption was the key.
That was the punchline. She leaned right into the irony. She captioned the whole thing by calling All's Fair the most critically acclaimed show of the year.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely ironic.
It's a very modern PR move, isn't it? It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
saying, yep, I see it, I hear you, but I'm going to laugh about it before it hurts me.
It neutralizes the sting. That irony is doing the work of, like, 1,000 carefully worded press statements.
Exactly.
So, okay, let's put the 48 hours together then. Thursday. You have this self-aware, slightly vulnerable engagement with real criticism about her acting, using irony to manage it.
Acknowledging the real-world commentary.
And then immediately, Friday, boom, this monochromatic, hyper-styled, untouchable visual spectacle from an island paradise.
Total pivot, high contrast.
From relatable humor about criticism to, like, goddess-level aesthetic control.
It's a masterful blend, strategically. The high art fashion stuff, the D&G reference, the sheer lace, the color theme reinforces her status. Arbiter of taste, untouchable mogul, all that.
And that visual perfection then becomes the unspoken answer to the previous day's noise.
I think so. It serves as the final word. It says, okay, that was that, but this is my reality.
So for you, the listener, what you gain here is this incredible insight into how public figures coordinate all these different threads, the fashion choices, the setting, how they handle feedback. It all weaves together.
To maintain a cohesive presence, yeah. And a controlled presence across a really fast news cycle.
She kind of neutralizes the critique with a joke.
And then retreats into this aspirational, visually perfect world that implicitly makes the criticism seem less important.
Right. It diminishes it by shifting the focus entirely.
Precisely. The sources really present this as a case study in control, projecting the serene island paradise ideal while, at the same time, proactively managing and minimizing the criticism through humor.
It's like saying, I'm human enough to joke about the bad reviews, but look, my curated reality is ultimately flawless and untouched by it all.
And that flawless image is the lasting impression, isn't it? It's the final visual the audience scrolls past.
Yeah. That's powerful.
It really is. And if you connect this to the bigger picture, this kind of rapid response, high-low strategy, it's almost the new standard for reputation management, maybe. It's fluid, it's responsive, but it's also very structured underneath.
Which brings us to a final thought, something for you to mull over.
Yeah, a question to leave you with. Considering how incredibly meticulous those fashion posts were, I mean, the historical reference, the styling, the whole black, white, gray heart sequence.
Everything seemed planned down to the last detail.
Exactly. So how much of that trolling post, the one about All's Fair the day before, how much do you think was genuinely just reacting to criticism as it came in? Versus how much might have been a pre-planned strategic move itself? Like, was the vulnerability about the acting reviews maybe introduced deliberately?
So that it could then be skillfully minimized with that ironic humor.
Allowing the visual spectacle of the island paradise to land with even more impact as the final powerful statement.
Was the setup part of the punchline, essentially?
Was it all part of the same carefully crafted narrative arc from the start? Something for you to explore on your own next time you see a major public figure pivot online?